Last Call is a dietary supplement touted to reduce the effects of drinking too much alcohol. Does it really work? In this video, I'm going to show you the ingredients in the Last Call supplement, and I'm also going to show you the research on its key ingredient to help you decide if this is right for you. Here's the supplement facts label for the Last Call supplement, and as you can see, it's got a bunch of vitamins and minerals, some herbal ingredients. Bottom line, this is the normal cast of characters that I would expect to see in a Hangover supplement. I've seen them in other products, but I want to call your attention to one ingredient in particular, and they call it DHM. DHM is dihydromyricetin, and the Last Call company thinks this is so important that they literally call it on their website their MVP ingredient. Okay, so what is the research on dihydromyricetin? So here's one of the studies they link to on the Last Call website. It's essentially a rat study. Basically, they got rats drunk by injecting them with alcohol, and they measured their blood alcohol levels, so they were absolutely sure that they were in fact drunk. And in case you're wondering, they injected the alcohol into the abdominal regions of the rats. Some of these rats had dihydromyricetin injected alongside of the alcohol, and in other rats, they put it in their drinking water. So here's what happened. In the rats that were given simply the alcohol, they remained passed out for about 2 hours. However, those rats where DHM was injected into them, they woke up after about 30 minutes. Now that's pretty interesting, and they also report in this paper that when they added the dihydromyricetin to the water of the rats, those rats appeared to show a reduced craving for alcohol. Now I want to be clear here, this study showed that when dihydromyricetin was injected into the rats, they woke up faster. They're not saying that about when the rats had the dihydromyricetin added to the drinking water. And that's an important distinction because you're not injecting the Last Call supplement, rather you're taking it orally. I also want to call your attention to this human clinical trial involving 60 men and women with non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, where 600 milligrams of dihydromyricetin spread out throughout the day appeared to improve liver enzymes, lower blood sugar and LDL levels, and improve some markers of non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. And that's interesting, but let's remember these individuals had non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. I couldn't locate any research on people who drink too much alcohol and their fatty liver problems. That said, let me now share with you this clinical trial. So this is a clinical investigation where, again, rats were made drunk on alcohol, and again, they were given dihydromyricetin. Without going through the complexities of the study, let me just quote the researchers when they say dihydromyricetin does not reduce the amount of alcohol in the blood. And they go on to say that the benefits of dihydromyricetin for those who drink too much alcohol has not been proven. And I'm inclined to agree with them because I'm unable to locate any human clinical trials involving dihydromyricetin and hangovers, and that's weird because this research is easy to do. In fact, I'd wager that any high school student who's taken a Biology 101 class could do this kind of research. And before you ask, Joe, why don't you try it for yourself? Well, I don't drink alcohol, so I would be a poor subject for that kind of research. In the absence of any human research, the only way to know for sure is to try it for yourself. I remain skeptical on the Last Call supplement, but I'll be very curious to see what your comments are in this video.